Thrifty Hodgepodge. Today we are going to be finishing up our May budget for 2018. It's the end of the month, so let's see how I did. Zoom you in for a little bit of a closer look so you don't have to squint to see my chicken scratch. Here's what we did at the beginning of the month. Here's what the bills we thought they would be. This is about the total I figured I would be spending. And I was hoping to save about $996.71 to go towards a sinking fund for the tub at the other house. So, how did I do? Well, let's get started here. The only thing that is variable in this first column area is going to be the fuel. So I'm going to fill this in real quick, and then we'll come down and talk about this because this all stayed the same. Okay, so as you can see, so far this has been what we said it was going to be. Now when it comes to fuel, gas prices went up, especially in my area. They're sitting right around $2.96, $2.98, just hovering around that $3 mark. They're itching to go. I actually filled up 5 different times this month, and my total for all 5 times, which also was a trip to Illinois, it came up to $140.53. So I was below the 150 mark, but I was awfully close to going over. So I think I'll stick around that 150 mark for next month as well. So let's see what our total is. Okay, our grand total was $910.84. So we came in about $9 cheaper than what I thought we would. So that's pretty good. That's a blessing in disguise. All right. Moving on to the credit cards. This minimum payment was a lot lower than what I thought it was going to be, because the month before it was $168, so I guesstimated $167. It was actually $156.91 for the minimum payment, and I was just going to pay the minimum payment, but I decided to just keep it at $165. I could have thrown that extra money into the sinking fund, but it kills me not to pay anything on my debts. This $318 that I thought it was going to be, it turned out to be $315, so that's what I paid. So I budgeted for $485, and I spent $480, so it came in extra $5 there. Looking so good so far. Okay. All right, so grocery and household. This was the, if you didn't see it, I'll link it up here on the iCard for you. This grocery, household, and others, my cash envelope system. I use Jordan Page's method of, instead of having a bunch of different, dining out and clothing and fun money and groceries and household and all those different envelopes everybody has, and gas and all that jazz. I do my fuel by debit card, but everything else I do by the envelope method, cash envelope. I did try it for the month. I'm going to be giving my review of that coming up, hopefully in a video in the next 2 weeks. That's the plan. So if you would like to see that, don't forget to like, subscribe so you don't miss that. But for the grocery and household, it worked. I was able to mostly stay in this budget. I had 3 things that I spent on my debit card, and it caused me to go over, but they were, I could say they were necessities, and I'll explain them in a moment. So this did work. So I'm going to put that I spent $800 here for the cash envelopes because I did. And I'm going to put where I spent my debit card and went over here. I spent over on 3 different things. I spent $10.60 at Goodwill for my mom. When I went to go visit her in the nursing home, she had apparently gained weight, and usually they shrink because they stop eating so much when they have dementia, Alzheimer's. But she's gained about 20 pounds since she's moved to this other nursing facility. I guess she likes the food. And her shirts didn't fit. So I went to Goodwill and got her like, I think it was 7 shirts for $10.60. You really can't beat that. So that was a necessity. And I could have probably budgeted out of my grocery and household, but when I realized she needed shirts and I had time to go shop for, I was down to like $4 left in my cash envelope for that week. And you're not supposed to borrow from the next coming week coming up, so I just thought, I'm not gonna mess with it. I'll just spend it, deal with it. The other amount that I spent $42.54 at Meijer, and I bought makeup. I know. You bought makeup? Yeah, I did. I haven't worn makeup for probably close to 7-9 months, and I started wearing it again recently. Well, I started breaking out and trying to figure out what's causing me to break out. Setting sprays that had expired, foundation that expired, concealer that expired, eye primer that expired, so I kind of had to replace all that. And I, again, should have taken it out of my grocery and household, but I didn't have the money because I'd already spent it on groceries. So that's where that $42.54 came from. Now the biggest chunk came from me purchasing something at Sam's. I bought one of those extra large, I don't even know what it's called. It's an air fryer. I don't know the name brand, but it's the one that everybody wants. I bought the biggest one they had. On Amazon, it was $145. It's Sam's Club, they had it for $115. The reason I bought it, I don't know if you can hear that in the background. That little, I don't know what it sounds like, whooshing air sound. We have a window unit in here. I'm actually filming this in my kitchen. We don't have central air in this house. We have 2 portables, and then we have the window unit, and that's what we have for our 1,600 square feet. It gets hotter than Hades in here in the summertime, especially when it gets 100 degrees outside. Inside it gets like 80, and when I try to run that oven, it just heats me out and I can't deal with it. Plus the dryer is over there as well. We have like a little utility room dryer area off the side of the kitchen. It just gets too blazing hot in here. So I got the air fryer so I could still cook, like bake stuff, not really bake it, but you know, whatever, fry it I guess, without having to heat the whole house up. And it works wonderfully. Between that, my electric pressure cooker, it's not an Instant Pot, it's some off-brand called Cronova, and my Cuisinart grill thing that I use, it helps tremendously. So to me that was a necessity because this is the last summer we're not going to have central air. My husband and I are working on that, and I'll have updates hopefully for you later. But so that's where that came. So I spent over $181.52. So I did go over, which I'm not happy about, but it could have been much worse. I didn't use my credit cards. I haven't cut those up officially because I want to make sure I can have access to the accounts and all that jazz if I need to. So that brought it up to $981.52 that I spent. $981.52. So let's add this up real quick. 910.84 plus, put it down a little so the glare's not on there so bad for you. Let's see, 480 plus 981.52 equals, I could put a little thing down here, but I'm too lazy today, $2,372.36. Now, I bring home $3202.02 right now, minus from the $2,372.36. Oops, what helps if you don't mess it up when you're typing it in there. Minus 2,700. No, really? Hello. 372.36. There we go. Means I technically had over 800. I cannot write today. I'm like, I have the dumb. What is going on? I started to write it too. Come on. Sorry, you have to forgive me. I've been on vacation all week, staycation. I didn't go anywhere, I just stayed here. But not being at work has made me extremely dumb. Okay, $829.66. So that $829.66 is what I should have had left over at the end of the month. Now I didn't. I just reconciled my checking account before I came on here to see what I had. Also, I had pet medication that came out, which was $169. Put that down here so you can see. And 20 cents, but I had that come out of the tax refund, so it didn't really affect my budget. I actually have in my account right now to go towards the sinking fund for the tub, $788.67. So that's what I have left in the account at the end of the month. It said I should have $829.66. I don't know where it went. I didn't see anything. I added everything up. It might have been something that I used for Taylor and didn't take out of the right, but regardless. I've also got my niece moved here to the area now, so that's good. I managed to save $788.67 this month. That's going towards that sinking fund for the tub. So again, I did better than I thought I did. Not as good as I could have done. I could have had $996.71, but I'll take that as a win. So hopefully next month I can do even better. I have some ideas on how to improve that a little bit or not have my expectations set so high. But I appreciate you spending some time with me to watch this video. Don't forget to give a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already. Talk to you soon. Bye!